What's up with the squad? Back with another video. Y'all seeing the titles going down. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. I definitely apologize for dropping so late. I usually drop my first video around 10 Eastern time. But there are some things that, are going on in my life. So I do ask y'all for, y'all prayers and to keep me in y'all prayers if y'all would do that. But I had to check out some stuff today. So make sure y'all stay tuned for this video and the next as well. Let's get in the video, y'all.
Speaking, Americans support cutting spending within the federal government. If it's wasteful, if it's fraudulent, if it's abusive. Those are important caveats. There were payment errors in the federal government over the last 20 years of up to $2.7 trillion in improper payments. That simply shouldn't have gone out.
But don't you have to,
So that's where I'm getting to. So generally the idea of we're going to go through an audit and we're going to cut waste, we're going to get rid of the fat, trim it, is something people support. My biggest gripe with the White House, and I would plead with them, is this. You need to be telling us what he's cutting and why. There is such a lack of transparency around this. And then when there has been information shared, it's later turned out to be incorrect. So for example, there was this stat thrown out that sounded wrong to me when I heard it, that $50 million was spent on condoms for Gaza.
Yeah.
It wasn't true. It was about $8 million to Africa, and it had to do with AIDS and HIV relief efforts. It had nothing to do with the Gaza Strip, and it was a much smaller amount. And then yesterday, this bogus claim was making the rounds that Politico Pro, like the news outlet, the political news outlet, was receiving $8 million in funds from USAID, which has now been folded into the State Department. What they didn't realize is it was Politico Pro was being subscribed to by federal employees at USAID because they have these tools to look at legislation, to look at policy. So tell me what we're cutting. Make me know that it's not something I have to be worried about. It's not going to affect my life. It's stuff that's unnecessary within the federal government. And those questions have not been answered at this point.
My thing is, what I have an issue with, and I know that I've said plenty of times that Alyssa Farrah Griffin, she has pretty much more common sense than Sonny, Anna, Sarah, and Whoopi put together. Even Joy, when it comes to certain things. My thing is I find it very interesting that even before Trump was in the White House, I will look at videos from The View. Y'all know there's plenty on my channel. Even before he went in the White House. And my thing is that I have not seen not one video of them actually, and Alyssa at times, but not really. But I haven't seen them not one time talk about Biden and Kamala and what they needed to work on in office. And that's what I have a problem with. That's what I hate about, this show and what they put out, is that it's all one-sided to where it's like, okay, we hate Trump. Let's bash Trump. Let's bash Trump administration, everything that Trump's about. And I feel like that is a huge reason on why, Kamala lost. And she was, I feel like obviously she was going to lose anyway. But I look at just the simple fact of them being so focused on Trump and his administration now, but they don't ever work on anything within their party and trying to help the people that supports, the Democratic Party.
And I agree with you in terms of we should have an oversight committee to look at these things. And that was the clip that we played was the oversight committee. And, Republicans voted it down, this review of Elon Musk, 20-19. My problem is not the review, but who is in office, this unelected billionaire, and what the heck is he doing? Like, we have no transparency, not necessarily about the actions that are being made, but
I feel like, first of all, she's the same person that sits there and constantly, and I find it crazy that, Alyssa and Sarah, she's the R word when it comes to, I even said she didn't even done it towards black people. She didn't done it towards white women, white men. Constantly listen to her now. You know what I mean? It's just a simple fact that Sonny, she never has nothing nice to say. You know what I mean? She never has nothing nice to say. And then I look at the simple fact, Trump is putting people in his administration. He's actually moving, very smart with it. That's probably why, they're billionaires and they have money and they, trying to make America great, trying to make America, not so much of too much. I mean, and I look at it and I try to figure out every single thing. Like, well, I wonder why he did this. I wonder why. But then I look, deeper and seeing what's going on and just seeing, like I said before, when Trump went into office, even before he went into office, I feel like it's just one of those things that is going to take time. It obviously is going to take time. Within, you got immigrants, you got people still complaining about grocery prices. You got people talking about, you got people talking about everything. And I just look at the simple fact, like, it's only been, 2.5 weeks. He can't do everything. You know what I mean? There's things that need to be worked out. And I feel like he's doing an amazing job. He's doing way more than Kamala and Joe Biden has ever done. So,
about who is making the decisions and why he's making those decisions. And I would caution everybody, please, again, read Project 2025, because Trump claims that he didn't read it, right? That he didn't read it. He doesn't know anything about it. 36 of the acts that he has done in these very, very long, almost 3 weeks, come from Project 2025. And the other thing that I want to note, the final thing is Russell Vought, who is the architect of Project 2025, is now up to be the Director of Management and Budget. He said, yes, somebody looks very shocked in the audience. That's the OMB office. When I was a federal prosecutor, that's a very important office. And the interesting thing about it is, he says in Project 2025 that his goal is to slash federal funds and put civil servants in trauma. Sir, civil servants are serving their country. You do it not for the money, because you don't make any money.
Sonny is literally like, I honestly, oops, I didn't mean to do that, y'all. I honestly don't get how, I don't get how people can watch that show, how people can literally support a woman that is definitely the R word towards, everybody, to be honest with you. And especially, it's just little things that she says and how she puts them, and just look at this video. If it plays, I'm telling you, I'm not having a good day at all, y'all. But I'm trying to keep a smile on my face, so that's all that matters. Check it out.
They didn't vote for him because of racism and misogyny. They voted for him because they felt like, I think the biggest common denominator in this election is people want a good life and ability to provide for their family.
Well,
and whether we agree or not with Donald Trump's plans,
Black people
they thought that he was reflective.
One of the poorest demographics in this country, but they voted for Kamala Harris.
But there was a split, and more of them voted for Donald Trump than had historically. I think that there's such a desire. If you really think the vast majority of this country voted because of racism and misogyny, you're missing it. Most of my family, a lot of my family doesn't have college degrees.
But the stats are the stats.
But that's not, it doesn't say I'm white, I voted for Donald Trump because of racism. That's not, let me just ask, what stat are you talking about?
Let me just dissect.
Yes, you can. There's a lot
Hold on. That right there just tells you everything about a person and how she is. I don't want to hear nobody open up their mouth that's in my comments, that watch The View, that just loves that she ain't the R, that she isn't the R word. That's all. I feel like that's all she cares about, is that, she doesn't want to see Elon. She doesn't want to see this person, that person, whoever got something to do with Trump and his administration. She don't want to see that. They rather sit there and talk about, and that's their problem. That's exactly why they taking L after L after L. And y'all see it here. Breaking. Russell Vought has been confirmed as director of the office. I said that all wrong. Director of the Office of Management and Budget. So, it's all right there. And me personally, I think one thing, when I was doing, when I was looking at, these different type videos and, different things and looking up, Russell Vought, what I'm trying to get at is that I feel like it's more so of a change. Trump obviously wants a change. He said that there's obviously going to be changes. He said what he was going to do. And I don't know why so many people are so surprised that this is happening. You know what I mean? Somebody put here, this pull up. I'm telling y'all, it's like everything today And I'm taking, the crazy thing is, I'm usually like rushing. I'm taking my time, and it's still stuff that's just bothering me 24/7. I don't know. Says here, congratulations to Russell Vought on his confirmation as OMB director. The Democrats have been up all night on the Senate floor screaming about the Project 2025 guy. So I'm telling y'all, I think it's more so it says they are melting, interrupting during voting, and wasting time. They lost. And that's the thing. I feel like it's more so of like a change. You know, I don't really know much of Russell Vought, but I know the what Trump is doing, the picks that he's making, is the reason on why he's doing it. And I think it's just one of those things that, you know, just trusting the process, because it is going to be a process. And I feel like people just got to understand that. You know what I mean? So, and it's check it out. This is from Barefoot Pregnant. Weird name. Vought is going to bring real change to Washington. No more wasteful spending. And there you have it. I mean, that right there, it tells you everything. You know, you've seen the Biden Harris administration and the wasteful spending, you know, from taxpayers. So I'm telling y'all, it's stuff like that. It's stuff like that, and you definitely need to change, and I'm here for it, you know, and I'm continue to give Trump, you know, my support. Definitely, and I know y'all are too. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love to everybody. Catch y'all next one.